Hi, I'm Jennifer,
And I'm Steven, and we're To Travel With.
helping you make the most of your vacation. So in this video, we're going to talk about the last cruise that we went on, which happened to go down to the ABC Islands. So that's Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao. But we're going to specifically focus on Bonaire this time and talk a little bit about that experience, that island, and kind of our overall thoughts on what we enjoyed doing there. So I'm going to start by saying, I'm sure many of you, if you are a diver or familiar at all with that, the underwater world of the Caribbean, Bonaire is one of the most incredibly beautiful diving spots in the whole entire world, actually. So it is amazing to go there if you want to do a diving experience, but I honestly don't count it out for landed experience either. We happen to love Bonaire. It was probably our favorite of the three islands, actually. It is the smallest of the three, a lot less touristy, which is one of the things that we love about going to some of these islands, is not seeing the same exact tourist spots, and doing the same exact excursions on each one. So on this particular cruise, we actually booked an excursion that was not through the cruise line. We went outside of it, went through TripAdvisor, which I'll link below, but went outside of it and did a lot of research and found this incredible opportunity to actually go inside of Bonaire and do their kayak through their mangrove forest.
So right there in the port, once we met up with Eddie, our tour guide, he gave us a short ride out to the mangrove forest. On the way, we got the opportunity to see dozens and dozens of pink flamingos in their own habitat. That was kind of exciting. I'd never done that before. And another thing we got the opportunity to see were the salt flats. I think Bonaire is known for those. But then we arrived at the mangrove forest, and it's just amazing when you see it from a distance. The forest just kind of comes out of the water. Very, very unique experience also.
So after you arrive at the Mangrove Tourist Center, it really is such an incredible view of just these beautiful trees that come up out of the ocean in these coves. They've cut out tunnels throughout these that you can go through on the kayak that you get into. One thing I want to point out, actually two things I want to point out. One, you can't do this on your own. You have to have a guided tour. So they are not open to the public, which makes them even a little bit more unique. But also, because of the conservation efforts and trying to maintain this ecosystem, you cannot bring your standard sunscreen. So you have to make sure that the sunscreen you have on is reef safe, which I've linked to some of those below. But also you have to leave it in whatever vehicle you came in. You can't actually bring the sunscreen into the kayak. So make sure you lather up before you get in, because you are going to be in some sun. But once you get started, it's just such a beautiful, just everything about it is beautiful. We really just go through these just overhanging mangrove trees, which are full of, it was kind of neat, little crabs were walking around them. There are no spiders, no snakes, so no worry about that. But it was just full of birds and beautiful just animals. The kayaking was probably my favorite piece. They take you to a specific tunnel, and you jump out of your kayaks and tie them up, and then you go up and down this tunnel. And just above water, it's beautiful in and of itself. But then when you actually get below and see,
it's a whole nother world.
It is. I mean, the fish, there are probably thousands upon thousands of fish. I've never been on a snorkel trip that we've seen this many fish before, and different kinds, different sizes, just in their own ecosystem. So it was really beautiful. It was definitely a fun experience, something that I would do five more times. It was worth every minute, and it wasn't incredibly expensive, which again is one of the things I loved about this and going outside of the cruise ship, is that this was maybe around the $60 range, whereas you're paying upwards of $100 and $120 to do something like this on the ship. So it was definitely worth it. Highly suggest. One of my all-time favorite excursions that we've ever done. So I hope that you get a chance to do that. We loved Bonaire, and it's on our list to go back and spend some more time in.
Absolutely.
So make sure you subscribe and like, and we'll let you know how everything else goes.
Get out there.